educating others of his findings. In previous speeches, Craig has reviewed Utah disease death statistics, highlighting the fact that 1 of 2 people aged 55 or older die of heart disease, stroke, and cancer. He revealed the carnage animal protein plays in the disease. Craig continues his health education series with today's titled speech, Plant-Based Whole Foods. He'll be speaking from the Speaking to Inform Manual, Project 1, since he has completed his conscious communicator. This is the Speech to Inform. His objectives are to select new and useful information for presentation to the audience, to organize the information for easy understandability and retention, present the information in a way that will help motivate the audience to learn, and his time is 5 to 7 minutes. Craig Hafer.
By the way, Fred said it would be okay if I wore my ski pants. What matters most to you? As Augustine Burroughs states, when you have your health, you have everything. When you do not have your health, nothing else. Nothing else matters at all. To illustrate this point, imagine a time when you had the flu or cold or food poisoning, and you were so sick you couldn't get out of bed. You couldn't think of anything. You couldn't even think of Toastmasters. My family has been touched by disease, with the early death of my younger brother from cancer and the diagnosis of coronary artery disease in my dad at age 67. This disease has affected his aging. He's now 90 and just a shell of who he was mentally and physically. You can greatly reduce your risk of disease, early death, and disability later in life by eating plant-based whole foods. What do I mean by plant-based whole foods? I mean foods close to earth. Fruits, vegetables, grains, seeds, berries, nuts, tubers. Dr. Furman promotes a nutrient-rich diet in his book, Eat to Live. This is a cookbook with 200 recipes. And he's coined the term G-bombs, which stands for greens, beans, onions, mushrooms, berries, seeds/nuts. If you stick to a variety of G-bombs, you'll greatly enhance your health. And the really good news about eating plant-based whole foods is that you can eat as much as you want. Although my wife isn't here today, she eats like a little piglet. I'm going to talk about some research that leads to the conclusion that eating plant-based whole foods will greatly enhance your risk, will reduce your risk of getting disease later in life. And I'll follow that up with some immediate benefits of eating plant-based whole foods. It seems that disease is not as random as we've been led to believe. You can make lifestyle choices that will greatly reduce your risk of disease. We all know about tobacco. Some of you may even know about refined sugars, processed foods contaminated with additives, and we know that exercise is very important. Dr. William Lee, in his TED Talks video, Can We Eat to Starve Cancer?, states that by the time we're in our 50s, half of us will have microscopic cancers in our bodies. Women in their breasts, men in their prostates. And by the time we're in our 70s, nearly everyone will have microscopic cancer in their thyroids. Dr. Lee's research focuses on angiogenesis, or new capillary growth. You see, without nutrients, these cancers cannot grow and become dangerous. And without new capillary growth, these cancers will not receive the nutrients to grow. Dr. Lee has been cataloging anti-angiogenic substances and whole food plant-based substances for their properties on anti-angiogenic properties. That means that these substances will inhibit new capillary growth, thus starving the cancer. Dr. Colin Campbell, in his book, The China Study, likens animal protein to cancer fertilizer. And if you're concerned about your health and how you age, this is a starting point for you. Read The China Study. Dr. Esselstyn, in his work treating severe heart disease patients with plant-based whole food, has demonstrated that you can stop and in most cases even reverse heart disease. He, based on the research of these three gentlemen and others, it's clear that eating plant-based whole foods will greatly reduce your risk of disease later in life. There are some immediate benefits of eating plant-based whole foods. Your immune system will be improved. You'll have fewer colds and flus with shorter durations. Your cholesterol, blood pressure, and weight will tend towards the normal or ideal levels for your bodies. Your energy level and your libido will be increased. And if you don't believe me, just ask my wife. And finally, you can greatly enhance your opportunity to live a long life, healthy both mentally and physically, by eating plant-based whole foods. Thank you.